Welcome back to the Channel 4 News. I'm Kurt Meadowbrook. Tonight we continue with the developing story of Ronnie Baxter, an 8-year-old boy who had to defend himself and his family from a killer doll that had been gifted to him on his birthday. A representative of the family says, "At first, we thought he was simply blaming his accidents and bad behavior upon his new doll, Chappie. However, once it became apparent that our son was telling the truth, we managed to stop Chappie by throwing it in the fireplace. No one was physically harmed, but we are seeking damages from Toy Store Corp and their subsidiaries for their reckless production standards leading to our emotional pain and trauma." Here with us now is Toy Store Corp's Head of Media and Public Relations, Marlon McDuff. Thank you for being on the program, Marlon.
Thank you for having me, Kurt. We just wanted to get out there as fast as possible, assure the consumers that we have this under control.
So Marlon, can you tell us what might have caused such strange circumstances? Seriously, the story is incredible. A doll that tries to kill people.
Yes, Kurt, we believe that notorious serial killer Eddie the Knife-Toothed Smith made his way into one of our facilities during a heated police chase. He was gunned down near one of the assembly lines. His blood fell onto one of the Chappie dolls, and it seems that his blood was filled with pure concentrated evil, which then used the doll as a host. When the Baxter family destroyed the doll, the evil had no host to bind itself with anymore and simply vanished. It's just really terrible that this sort of thing has happened, but that is our story, given the evidence that we've acquired, and we will be sticking with it unless something new happens to pop up.
Pardon my reaction, Marlon, but that sounds ludicrous and very specific. How are you able to come to such a conclusion?
We consulted with our own private security footage, as well as working very closely with the police department in the area. Which, by the way, the incident can be found online. Unfortunately, we just didn't think that this incident was related to the malfunctioning doll in question. Although it's really sad, we probably should have seen this one coming, to be completely honest with you.
Okay. So I guess what's on the mind of the Baxters and other families watching this right now is, how did a violent man manage to make it into one of your facilities? Aren't there any guards?
Yes, we do have a private security force at each of our facilities, by the way. But this was just a fluke. The main security guard that was on duty was using the restroom during shift change. So we believe that Eddie made his way in there during this blinded period of time. It's inexcusable, really, and we're very, very sorry about this, and to the Baxter family.
Yes, that is unfortunate. Now, you say he bled on the doll. How is it that he managed to do that?
Well, that's simple. There are certain parts of the assembly line that are just out in the open. Now, we do have portions that are closed off, but we do keep these out in the open because you need the human element in manufacturing, and we use this open area to make sure that we can see things, any sort of malfunctions with the doll, any sort of like defects in manufacturing. But you know, it's a shame because I feel like we worked very hard to maintain a sense of professionalism, and it's just a shame whenever this sort of thing happens because the customers are really the ones that pay for it, and that's not fair to them.
Indeed. So, what are you going to... Hold on, wait, what do you mean by that? You plan for this sort of thing?
Why, yes, Kurt. We do have procedures and protocol in place for this sort of event. I would like to think that we have advanced way beyond our initial protocols in the 1980s even.
Wait, you're saying this isn't the first time that this has happened?
Well, Kurt, it's not as unusual as you would think. We have these protocols in place, but sometimes these things happen because of factors beyond our control.
Factors beyond your control?
Why, yes. There once was a case where a spirit of a man was attached to a doll through a voodoo ritual of some kind. Caused quite a bit of trouble. We were able to contain that individual Chappie doll before any real damage was done.
You've got to be kidding me.
Kurt, unfortunately, I'm not kidding you. This sort of thing happens and we feel responsible, mostly responsible, but it's tough. Some cases you don't get to in time, although we do prepare for these things. For instance, every Chappie doll comes with a customer service number in each box that guarantees removal of the doll, a refurbished doll for replacement sometimes, or just the original amount paid as a full 100% refund, no strings attached.
Your dolls kill people, and you're acting like this is no big deal.
Now, Mr. Meadowbrook, I agreed to come upon your program because I wanted to quiet the worry and the fears of our customers out there that use our product every day. Not to be insulted. Now, we have factors that are beyond our control. There is a human element. There are things outside the company. I can't believe that we are being blamed for the witch doctors and the serial killers who use our product incorrectly.
How many times has this happened?
I am proud to say that that Ronnie's doll is only the 8th Chappie doll to have...
8! It should be 0!
Well, that's just impossible, sir. You can't account for every single doll. I just don't think that the FDA can approve of some other goof-ups, but we get a harsh slap on the wrist or sued.
No, that is absurd. Someone should be able to spot if a doll is breathing or speaking in Latin. You should feel 100% of the responsibility for what's happening and should incur huge fines and penalties.
Oh, great. Because we have a couple of goofs, we should suffer bankruptcy. Thousands of people put out of work.
A couple of goofs!
Oh, my God. Listen, let me tell you something. The FDA approves of up to 15% of mold in 1 can of cranberry sauce. I guarantee you there was a man today who ate a candy bar that had up to 3 milligrams of rat waste in it and was fine. Hair, toenails, dead animals even, bugs. These things end up in products that you use every day, things that you eat, things that you clean with, and yet nobody bats an eye. But we have one honest mistake, just like those people that the FDA let off the hook. And once again, why should we be punished so severely?
Because your mistakes kill people!
So does E. coli. So does salmonella. What's so different about one rogue Chappie doll every once in a while?
Alright, you know what? That's it. I've had enough of these crazy assholes. I hope the Baxters sue them into bankruptcy.
Oh yeah, that's real journalistic integrity, Kurt. Tell me, which community college did you flunk out of just to appear on this hodunk station?
Fuck you!
Fuck me? Well, fuck you, pal. We're gonna send a Chappie doll your way, and it's gonna be horrible. I hope you like having your soul sucked out of your needle dick! Fucking ungrateful... ungrateful people. Am I done? Okay, I'm done. I'm leaving now. It's ridiculous. This might help me.